Class, welcome back to our session on online session. So today I'm going to be busy at the hospital, so I am not going to be able to be with you. But please follow the video and do the activities that are programmed in the platform, please. So today's topic we are going to analyze is possessives. So possessives, we are going to start making or asking questions about possessives. Whose whose agenda whose agenda is it? Yes, so we can have Melanie. Melanie is a secretary, and Robert is her, Melanie's boss. So whose whose agenda is it? Well, we can say that the agenda belongs to Melanie. So Melanie's agenda. So on the other hand, we have whose computer is it? That's Melanie's boss's agenda, no? So Robert computer. So that's his computer. That is his. So in today's session, we are going to analyze possessions, possessive adjectives. In the possessive adjectives, we have the following: are used before nouns. Possessive adjectives are always used before nouns. I'd like you to meet my colleague. Her name is Roberta. Okay, Switzerland is famous for its banks and its chocolates. Notice that I am highlighting in red color. Her name is Roberta, indicating the possessive adjective. Its banks referring to Switzerland, Switzerland's banks. Yes, and its chocolate. Whose chocolate? The chocolate that is being produced in Switzerland. Okay, so that's why it says Switzerland is famous for its banks and its chocolate. Now, we can use own after a possessive adjective. Okay, I don't have my own apartment. Okay, so there we have own, my proper apartment. Okay, so here we have the subject that is being here. So is I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And then we have the correct possessive adjective. I, my, you, your, he, his, she, her, it, its, we, our, you, your, they, their. These are the possessive adjectives that are associated with the correct subject. Okay? Now, note that there is no apostrophe in the possessive adjectives ending in s. For instance, we have its. Its, there is no possessive adjective. Okay? There is no apostrophe on it. Okay? Now, pay attention. We have possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns stand on their own. They are not used before a noun. Here come the starters. The soup is mine, and the carpaccio is yours. Notice that I am having here mine, okay, and the carpaccio is yours. Here we have these possessive pronouns, okay? Now, here we have the subject the same. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And the possessive pronoun that we have is I changes to mine. You changes to yours. He changes to his. She changes to hers. It doesn't have. We, ours. You, yours, and they, theirs. Okay? Now, note that the relationship between a possessive adjective, and a possessive pronoun. This is my office, my office. This is mine, indicating the possessive pronoun, mine. And the possessive adjective, my office. This is my office. And this is mine. It is our future, possessive adjective. Our future. The future is ours. Okay? So, pay attention to the relationship that they have using the correct possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Now, if we talk about apostrophes, yes, they also help us indicating possession. We use apostrophe S to show possession. Something belongs to a person, organization, country, etc. Many other languages use of in these cases. We use apostrophe S even if the name ends in S. Okay? So if we end in S, oh. So once we have analyzed that we use apostrophe S even if the name ends in S, so here we have the examples. Linda's suggestion. Whose suggestion? Linda's. So Russia's oil reserves. Whose oil reserves? Russia's. Now, Charles's office. Notice that we have Charles. It finishes with S, so we add apostrophe S, indicating the possession. Whose office? Charles's office. Now, the boss's office. Notice how I am pronouncing the boss's. The boss's office. Charles's office. Okay? So indicating the possessive. Now, with a plural noun, we add the apostrophe only. So the attached document lists all our customers' account details. Notice whose details? Our customers. Notice that we have customers is in plural. Okay, so we add only the apostrophe indicating the possession. Whose details? Our customers' details. Okay, now we can use the apostrophe S form without a following noun if the meaning is clear. This is my office, this is possessive adjective, my office. And that one is Annette's. Annette's is indicated by the possessive, the apostrophe, and the S, indicating the possession of whose office? Annette's. Okay, so this is my office, and that one, the other one, that one, this is my office, and that one is Annette's. Okay, now note that apostrophe S can also be a contraction of its or has. So be careful with this. Yes, it's an interesting suggestion. So it is an abbreviation, yes, of it is. Now, in the second example, it's been a pleasure meeting you. So here you have a verb in past participle, been. So it has been. So it is. So it's equal to it has. So notice that we are using contractions. It's at the beginning of the idea. So what it makes the difference is what part of the information follows. Okay? So we need to pay attention to indicate what is the correct use of the contraction. It is as a verb or it is as an apostrophe. So we can indicate possession or verbs, but we have two verbs. It is or it has. Okay, so be careful with that. Now, when we talk about possessives, we can talk about a friend. A friend of whose? A friend of mine. Yes, I have many friends, but a friend of mine, yes, is a friend that it's um, with describing the relationship between people. We often use of with a possessive form. How does this work? Okay, so if we pay attention, we say of plus a possessive pronoun, of plus apostrophe. Now, how does this work? If I use of plus a possessive pronoun, is I met a colleague of yours at the conference. Whose colleague? Your colleague. Yes, so that's what it says. I met a colleague of yours. Mhm. So now of plus an apostrophe. So Nick is a friend of my sister's. Whose friend? My sister's. Okay, so then Nick is a friend of my sister's. Notice that I am using the possessive adjective, my, and then sisters indicating the with an apostrophe s, indicating whose whose friend? My sister's friend. Okay, now look at the following ideas and choose the best completes the sentences. So do these activities, please. You can take a screenshot and you can send it to me via a platform. Yes, so indicating the correct possessive adjective or possessive pronoun. Okay, so excuse me, I think those are our or ours seats. What is the correct? Our or ours? So in the second one, yes, what is the correct? Our or ours? Okay, so complete use each one of the options that are there for you. Now complete the sentences with the words her, hers, theirs, your, and yours. So here you will have to complete this exercise, yes, using these options. Her, hers, theirs, and yours. Now, thick, okay? Thick the correct box to show how it's being used. Yes, if it is used as a possession, if it is used as a verb to be, is, or if it is used as a verb has. Okay, so there are three options. Here we have these three ideas, and I want you to describe if the idea of the apostrophe s is working as a possession, is working as a verb to be, is the contraction, or it's working as has. Now, okay, now in this email, add apostrophe s in 7 places and add s on its own in 2 places. So here you have this email. Okay, so I want you to indicate in this email apostrophe s is in 7 places, and add s on its own in 2 places. So there are total of 9 answers. Okay, so analyze the email and send me your answers via platform, please. Thank you very much, and I expect your responses as soon as you finish with this activity. Thank you very much.